Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are the first group from 2A class. We would like to present our material, What is Linguistic, with our members Adinda Mustika Azaroh, Adinda Nuril Ramdhani, Afnan Boma Nibras, Annisa Fadillah Pusparini, Arlivia Putri Sabrina, and Iftikhairunnisa Fathiyya. The first is definition of linguistic. Linguistic is the scientific study of human language. Linguistic or expert in linguistic work on specific languages, but their primary goal is to understand the nature of language in general by asking questions. Linguists investigate how people acquire their knowledge about language, how this knowledge interacts with other cognitive processes, how it varies across speakers and geographic regions, and how to model this knowledge compositionality. They study how to represent the structure of the various aspects of language, such as sounds of meaning, how to account for different linguistic patterns theoretically, and how different components of language interact with each other. Many linguists collect empirical evidence to help them gain insight into specific language or languages in general. They may conduct research by interacting with children and adults in school, in the field, and the university labs too.
B. Aims of linguistic. The publication of Chomsky's synthetic structures in 1957 ushered in the current period of generative linguistics, the aims of which concern answers to 20 introduction tricky questions. What constitutes knowledge of language, linguistic competence, how is the knowledge acquired, and how is this knowledge put to use in linguistic performance? The main purpose of the study of linguistics in an academic environment is the advancement of knowledge.
However, because of the central detail of language in human interaction and behavior, the knowledge gained through the study of linguistics has many practical consequences and dimensions. Linguists study language structure, such as sounds and meanings, linguistic patterns, how components of language interact with one another, how people gain knowledge of language, the way knowledge of language interacts with other cognitive processes, and how language.
C. Fields of linguistics. Descriptive linguistics provides analysis of the Germans of language such as Indo-European linguistics, Romance linguistics, African linguistics refer to the study of particular language and language families from both historical and synchronic points of view. Historical linguistics is concerned with a theory of language change, way, and how language develops. Anthropological or ethno-linguistic and sociolinguistic focus on language as part of culture and society, including language and culture, social class, ethnicity, and gender. Dialectology investigates how this factor fragment one language into many to the study of language variation based on geographic distribution.
Mathematical linguistics studies the formal and mathematical properties of language. What is commonly referred to as mathematical linguistics comprises two areas of research: the study of the statistical structure of text and the construction of mathematical models of the phonological and grammatical structure of language. These two branches of mathematical linguistics, which may be termed statistical and algebraic linguistics respectively, are typically distinct. And then pragmatics. Pragmatics studies language in context in the influence of situation on meaning. Pragmatics encompasses speech act theory, conversational implicator, talk in interaction, and other approaches to language behavior in philosophy, sociology, linguistic, and anthropology. And then neurolinguistic. Neurolinguistic is concerned with the biological basis of language acquisition and development and the brain or mind or language interface. It brings linguistic theory to bear on research on aphasia or language disorders following brain injury, and research involving the latest technologies in the study of brain imaging are processing. As an interdisciplinary field, neurolinguistics draws methods and theories from fields such as neuroscience, linguistics, cognitive science, communication disorders, and neuropsychology. And then there are psycholinguistic. Psycholinguistic is the branch of linguistics concerned with linguistic performance, the production and comprehension of speech or sign. How children acquire the complex grammar which underlies language use. This is a subject of major concern, particularly because of the interest in the biology of language. This topic will be covered in the text because of its relevance to theories or grammar. Psycholinguistics is concerned with the cognitive faculties and processes that are necessary to produce the grammatical constructions of language. It also concerns with the perception of this construction by a listener. And the last is corpus linguistic. Corpus linguistic is the study of language through a collection of naturally occurring texts. Corpus, the plural is corpora, is a collection of linguistic data, either compiled as written text or as a transcription of recorded speech. The main purpose of a corpus is to verify a hypothesis about language. For example, to determine how the usage of a particular sound, word, or syntactic construction varies. Corpus linguistic deals with the principles and practice of the using corpora in language study. A computer corpus is a large body of machine-readable text.
The subfields of linguistics. First, phonetic and phonology. Phonetics is the study of speech sound and phonology is the study of sound system. Phoneticians study both the production of speech sound by the human speech organ, or articulatory phonetics, and the properties of the sounds themselves, or acoustic phonetics. Second, that's morphology, the study of word structure. A speaker of a language also knows how words are structured. That, for example, in English, words are composed of bare roots like which, or roots with suffixes like whiches, or word with prefixes like this and son, or words with prefix and suffixes like descendant. And furthermore, they know that these parts of words must occur in a certain order. Third is a syntax, the study of how linguistic units larger than the word are constructed. Part of our linguistic knowledge tell us what constitutes a well-formed string of words, how to put words together to form phrase and sentence. And the last is semantic, the study of meaning. Speakers also know quite a lot about what the expressions in their language mean or signify, and it is this knowledge which makes the patterns of sounds or gesture symbolic.
Thanks for your attention and please forgive us for any mistake that we made. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.